wonder when Corey's gonna get here. But you're not Corey. Papa. Welcome to Hot Takes. My name's Robby.
And I'm Blaine.
And today we're talking about the film Little Man, but with a little bit of a twist.
Today we're going to be trying Wuju Extra Hot Hot Sauce.
For the second time, because we filmed an entire video, and the video just stopped when we didn't know, so we lost everything.
My tongue's on fire.
I chugged a whole ramekin of this.
And you missed it. That's the worst. That's the worst part.
So anyways, let's get into it. Little Man, what are your favorite parts about this film?
I'll let you go first, Robby.
Okay. My favorite parts would be the very few times where this movie did work as a comedy. There were certain jokes that landed, but very few and far between. If you've seen one of the later, like, Damon Wayans films or whatever his name is, I get them all confused. You'll know what kind of style of comedy this is. So yeah, there's certain times where it worked. Very few.
Yeah, I think it was pretty funny overall. My favorite part, personally, wasn't necessarily the funniest part of the movie, but the accumulation of everything and the football scene with the birthday party. My favorite, Chael Sonnen in here, got hit in the nuts. It was a great time. Mm-hmm. The moms were the cheerleaders.
That was interesting.
Very fun.
Yeah, it was one of the few scenes that I thought worked because it's just adults over exaggerating a game of football with kids.
Yeah, and it was dads against sons. Like the kids were like 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
So very aggressive, Chael Sonnen.
Yeah. And I think that's all we have for positives.
That's it.
That's kind of it. Okay. Let's get into...
As far as negatives.
Yeah, let's get into the entire movie. What was the worst parts about this film? And I'll start again. The entire film. This whole movie shouldn't exist. This premise is so stupid. The execution is terrible. Damon Wayans' face on the little body is so terribly done. It looks like the scenes from George Lopez when, like, he's reminiscing about being a little kid. George! Everything about this movie kind of just sucks. There's a lot of scenes where Damon Wayans, the little man, literally molests a lady. That same lady, he also makes out with her without her consent. Good stuff. And then he literally Kerry Washington.
You know what this reminds me of? The scene with the diaper change. He's a head pusher. You can find that in Big Mouth on Netflix. Watch it. Not a sponsor.
I have no comment.
He's a head pusher! Yeah, he literally just molests most of the women in this movie.
It's kind of disturbing.
In 2006, maybe it was funny. It was very uncomfortable this time around.
Really uncomfortable.
The only time I ever watched this, I was maybe like 12 or 13. I thought, bad movie, but funny. This time around, did not age well. It had, like you said, funny moments, very funny moments, but at the same time, the overall production was horrible. In one scene, what's his name? Tracy Morgan like he's getting heckled by the mafia people that are going after this diamond. The whole story doesn't even make sense. But in one scene, he's getting his head pushed into a dirty diaper. His hat's on, and then his hat's off. And then his hat's on, and it's off again. And yeah, I don't know who put this together. They didn't pay attention.
This person right here,
right there,
that's who directed it, and I guarantee you're not surprised, and neither are we when I find out.
I'm shocked because I don't know who they are.
Oh, also, all the racist jokes. Oh. This movie is like this is a pretense to what King Batch does on Instagram and like what he did on Vine. You ever seen any one of those? It's just like take that, make it a 90-minute film. So many just terrible racist jokes.
Can I sit down? Because she's sitting down.
Well, of course you may. Would you like some gin and juice?
The only joke that I thought kind of landed, because it's just so out of nowhere, it's like in your face, is the very beginning when the little guy and his friend robbed the diamond store. The cops come up, and the lady's like, "Oh, they took the diamond." It's like, "What does it look like?" I'm like, "Where is he?" He's like, "He's black." And then the black officer's like, "I'm on it!" And it just aggressively starts running towards him.
And they somehow know they go into this express market, right? And they just start beating the crap out of this other black man. And the white cop has to pull him off and say, "Hey, look, that's not our guy. He's more of a, what is it, caramel mocha?"
Something like that. I'm just
Not
like, oh.
and he says the guy laying down that just got beat was more of a Starbucks black coffee.
It's so racist. It's
2006.
so bad. It's so terrible.
America.
This is America.
The whole story just didn't add up. I mean, why would you get out of prison, steal a diamond, then pretend to be a baby for a weekend?
Damon Wayne, the Wayans brothers. That's why. Cheers to you. You make garbage films. I'm glad you don't make it. Well, no, that main guy, he still makes Netflix films.
Shawn Wayans?
No, Damon Wayans.
Oh, that guy.
The younger one. I don't know their names.
This one.
This one. He was in that Netflix movie. This movie. You've seen it and you're like, oh, pass.
I have to have a whole...
Because you're smart. Think it. Sink it. Overall thoughts. I'll start. Oh, you want to go?
I'll start it off. I think, overall, in 2006, this might have been a funny film. A pretty good comedy. In 2021, not so much. They could have done a lot of things better. The storyline could have been... Wow. Could have been completely... The storyline could have been completely redone.
Mm-hmm.
The CGI, 2006, I get it, but was still pretty horrible.
Yeah.
And the, just some of the jokes, they could have done a lot better. Used a little bit less offensive racism jokes, or, sexual assault jokes that maybe not the best overall.
No, yeah.
Overall, just not the best film that the Wayans brothers have done.
Far from it.
Had some good jokes, but not my favorite film.
Yeah, I'd say this has to be up there with some of their worst.
Ooh.
This is to me like the same caliber as like a Jack and Jill, to where it's just absurdly terrible for like 99% of it. Jack and Jill even had like one or two jokes that made me laugh, mainly the Dunkachino stuff, because it was so absurd that it kind of just made me giggle. Same with this, there was just a couple jokes that were so absurd that it kind of made me chuckle. But this makes white chicks look like Amadeus. It's so bad. I think this movie is terrible. Don't watch it. Don't ever think, oh, let me go back to that movie. I remember watching as a kid. I thought it was funny. No. This isn't like a Bad Santa or anything where like you go back, it's like, oh, this is actually clever and funny, blah, blah. Awful. I don't recommend this to anybody.
It's a little harsh, but he's right. All right, so Robby, what did you think of this sauce here?
I thought it was really good. This is probably one of the tastiest sauces we've had on this channel, which I feel bad Corey didn't get to experience it, because it's way better than the last curry like type we had before. This would be great just even on anything that has rice and chicken. Throw that on there. Wow. Super good.
Yeah, I definitely love this sauce. I like sweet heat, and that's exactly what it says at the bottom. Sweet heat. When they say sweet, they mean sweet. I also love Thai food, so this would go on any chicken and white rice in my house. I love cooking, so this will definitely be in my refrigerator. And that being said, as promised.
Oh, God. He did the shot for me. We're going to leave a link down below so you can get it for yourself. Out of all the ones we've done, I really recommend this. This is top 3 flavor-wise easily. All right, so Blaine, what would you rate this film?
I think I'm going to give this film... funny, but offensive. I'll give it 1.5 diamondless rings out of 20.
Out of 20? Oh, God. I think that's the worst rating that I could ever give.
Yeah, I stick with that very hard.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give this half Tracy Morgan out of 5. This movie sucks. It's broken, Blaine. Don't watch it.
Not recommended.
No. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what movies you want me to watch next. Let us know what hot sauces you want us to try. Next week, we're actually going to be doing Into the Heights for hot takes, and then Hamilton for the cool down. This is just kind of something to supplement you because some things happen in the background where emergency, I'll just say, and we just wanted to do something fun. He was already over, so I was like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it. It was just on there. Little man, why not, right?
Little man, little video for you. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, we'll get you on a real video next time. No sponsors included. And